Because yoga is not necessarily just the physical part, but yoga is body, mind and spirit. When yoga started giving the answers about body and mind connection, that's when all of a sudden yoga took off. And in the last 30 years, now all of a sudden it's a $27 billion industry, except we are not getting any part of it, the corporates are making it. So it's a huge industry, but the reason that it became a huge industry is because there was a tangible result. We can measure the result. It was only in the last 30 years when Deepak Chopra came into picture, that's when yoga really took life. So now what has happened is Deepak Chopra, what we talk about the mind in the Eastern world is a little bit different than what we see as mind here. Here in the Western world we consider the mind as a conscious brain. Brain considered as a part of the mind, conscious mind actually. So what we have here is actually this is one part and this is the second part. This is what we call the Maanas. That's the reason of my name that I've chosen that name is Maanas Yoga, because Maanas means, in fact it has several meanings. Maanas means human, Maanas means mind, and Maanas means the field of energy as well. So what we are talking today is mostly about the field of energy. So I actually put down M1 and M2 just for the ease of understanding. Look at the atom would be, so it would be life force, actually life force, not life force, life force, light and information. Okay, the information part of it is what we call the Maanas here.
Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm a Pilates instructor in the Los Angeles area. I love the workshop today. It was really informative. It's great to sit in a room and have someone explain the ideas behind quantum physics and quantum mechanics. Not everybody can explain it so simply as he does. So, it's great.
Whatever you are looking for is ultimately about getting control of the environment. That is the energy. We want to get control of energy. To get control, we have to have set intention. We have to use the energy, right? Human intent. Now what do I mean by human intent? Or when we talk about energy, energy is a very open word. Everybody thinks of different things. Energy can be the light. Energy can be, we put gas in the car, that creates energy as well. Energy can be solar energy, nuclear energy, microwaves, all that is energy. But what we are talking about here is the energy of human intent. For example, let's say you come home and you are absolutely tired, you don't feel like doing nothing, no cooking, no nothing. If you have kids, then you tell your family, go get the food from outside, let the kids do the dishes, I'm going to go soak in the tub and nothing else, I don't want to think about, hear about anything. We all have days like that, right? But in the same time, somebody comes along and says, can we go, a friend comes along and says, can we go to Macy's or there's a big sale going on? Then all of a sudden we jump up and we are ready to go. Where is that energy coming from, that burst of energy? Or if you look at it in an athletic way, or Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, all these guys, they have that additional energy that comes last minute when the whole team is tired, everybody's tired, but they have something within themselves that comes up. So I call that the energy of human intent. That is what, if you want to create anything in life, that is the energy that you need to use to create things in the life. So if you want to have control over energy, space, time and matter, then human intent, the energy of human intent is what we need to use. At the same time, there is another energy, what I call the invisible force. So the energy of human intent and invisible force, they both have to work together. Either we call this God, higher source, the source energy, whatever you want to call it. But that universe has to work with us for us to create this thing in our life, right? And this is where yoga comes in. Okay? Now, when we talk about yoga, we start going into the Ashtanga yoga, is yam, niyam, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, and samadhi. That's where the yoga comes in, right? Now, beyond that, the other part would be quantum science here, or Kapil's Samkhya.
Hi, my name is Dr. Hugh Gordon. He was extremely informative, very enlightened, and I really it hit home a lot of stuff he said.
The challenge that we are experiencing these days, that in the yoga world, in our actually US right now, there is only 15% of the people that is doing yoga. I got this from actually manually but Yoga Alliance has done this survey, and they have figured out that 72% of people in the United States don't do yoga. 13% is the one that has started, but they quit yoga in the last 6 months. So 85% of the US population is not doing yoga. If you really look at those numbers, that's amazing numbers, that 85% of the world is not, at least the US population is not doing yoga, yet we think that everybody is a yogi. Ultimately, that's the part that is looking for the pursuit of happiness. Now, that is what we have to figure out, how to provide that pursuit of happiness using this knowledge of yoga. This is all about creating or manifesting the life that you want, and that's what comes into play here, right? So, any questions?
Thank you, Rajah. It was very, very good training, very understandable. We're looking forward to be on your training again. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name's Mike, and I just attended the lecture by Rajah. Found it very informative and thought-provoking, and enjoyed the conversation after.
Ultimately, you want to, whether it is service that you want to provide, whether it is wealth you want to create, whatever you want to manifest in your life, that would be the secondary thing. So when we talk about the yogic wisdom, it goes to the depth of all human beings, okay? So ultimately, any action that we take is only for two reasons. You want something, or you want to get rid of something. Either or, okay? When we go deeper than that, the next step would be, what we want is always freedom or fulfillment. If somebody has everything, all the money in the world, all the time in the world, they can travel, they can do anything that they want. Ultimately, what they are looking for is fulfillment. Otherwise, everybody, all of us, the reason we are here, one way or another, is what we are looking for is freedom. Freedom from time, freedom from lack of knowledge, freedom from limitation, whatever it is. Ultimately, that's what we want. We are here as a human being for the purpose of being happy. What we call the pursuit of happiness. Right? So that is what we want to create, things in our life. When we have things, we are happy. When we get things what we want, we are happy. When we cannot get it, we become sad, or we become depressed, or we feel like lack or limitation, we don't have that. Right? what I teach is a 7-step process of manifestation. So first is awareness, what we are learning today of how the process of manifestation works. That's the awareness. Then you have to accept it. Excuse my English, but somewhere in there. So awareness, acceptance, and then the third step is allowance. You have to allow that to come to you rather than you running after it. Okay, this knowledge, and right now we are still talking about this knowledge, awareness of what is aware. Awareness is your consciousness basically. Not be purely yours, it has to be in better good of all. It's a collective consciousness is what we are talking about as far as the intention is concerned. And then you're talking about attention, focus. That's what the science says. What you focus on will expand. That's what happens in the attention. Intention, attention. Now we coming to the vibration part of it. You have to vibrate. The frequency has to be. This is what we are talking about. The frequency. So what chakras, what we are talking about the chakras here, the chakras, let's say if it is a relationship, then that frequency of heart is going to be there. So that's basically how you open up that space. If, for example, if you are, so I was talking about my relationship, or if I want to go out on a date, then I need to create a space or an environment into my heart or into my environment, in my energy field, that will attract the lady to look at me and come and say, okay, that I want to meet with this person, I want to sit down and have a cup of coffee, or whatever it is, right? But if I am not letting go of my past, and if I'm stuck in my past and all that, that does not come in. Or if I have a preconceived notion of this is what I want to do, this is what should be, it's going to create a conflicting energy. So that the vibration has to be congruent to what you are trying to attract. So attention, vibration, and then gratitude. Gratitude starts the whole cycle all over again. When you are being gracious to, the grace comes into picture when you have a gratitude. That's when everything. The vibration, again, the vibration is created by your expectations. And that's what we are talking about. The creation of vibration is out of your expectation. It's the most important part of it. The vibration is the expectation, because you need to shift that expectation to create your physical or the energetic environment. You need to create a shift in that body.
Jinka Perry, and I just had an amazing lecture with Rajah. I'm just excited to be here. I really truly love the fact that everyone's in the pursuit of happiness, and just learning more about that and learning about the quantum physics and how that all makes sense on pursuing happiness. I mean, I love life, so I'm happy that Rajah and Michelle is working together. Thank you.